A passenger in my Uber looked at my name and said, "You drove my sister the night she went missing. Same car, same route." I've been driving for Uber for 3 years, and I thought I'd seen everything. Drunk college kids, silent businessmen, couples having screaming matches in my back seat. But nothing prepared me for the woman who got into my car last Tuesday night. The pickup was in front of a coffee shop downtown. When she opened the door, I did my usual greeting without looking back. "Hey, heading to Riverside?" She didn't answer immediately. I glanced in the rearview mirror and saw her staring at my name on the app. Her face had gone completely white. "Jake Fletcher," she said slowly. "That's me. You all set?" She climbed in and closed the door, but she wasn't looking at her phone anymore. She was looking at me with an expression I couldn't read. "You drove my sister," she said. "September 14th. Same car, same route." My hands tightened on the wheel. I drive a lot of people. Her name was Vanessa Torres. She got in your car at 11:40 p.m. outside Harper's Bar. You were supposed to take her to Riverside Avenue. She never made it home. The air in the car suddenly felt too thin. I knew exactly who she was talking about. Every driver in the city knew about Vanessa Torres. Her face had been on every news station for 2 months. Missing woman. Last seen getting into a silver Corolla. My exact make and model. I talked to the police, I said carefully. They cleared me. I showed them my trip history, my Jeep's logs. Everything. "I know," she said. "I read the police report. You dropped her off at the correct address at 12:03 a.m. You drove away. Cameras confirmed it. I started the car and pulled into traffic. So, why are you telling me this?" "Because I need to retrace her steps. I need to understand what happened after you left." I glanced in the mirror again. She was crying now, tears running down her face, but her voice stayed even. "The police stopped looking 3 weeks ago, said there wasn't enough evidence. But I know my sister. She texted me right before she got in your car, said she felt like someone had been following her all night." My stomach dropped. She didn't mention that to me. "I know. You said she seemed normal, maybe a little drunk, but nothing concerning." The route to Riverside was burned into my memory now. I'd driven it maybe 50 times since that night, always wondering if I'd missed something. "What do you want from me?" I asked. "I want you to drive the exact route you took that night. Same speed, same stops. I want to see what she saw." We drove in silence. I took the same turns, stayed in the same lanes. The woman in my backseat was recording everything on her phone. When we hit Riverside Avenue, I pulled over in front of the apartment complex where I dropped Vanessa off. "This is it," I said. She got out and stood on the sidewalk, staring at the building. I should have driven away right then, but something made me get out too. "The police said she made it inside," I offered. "Security footage showed her entering the building at 12:04. "I know," she said. "And she left again 17 minutes later. That's the last time anyone saw her." She walked to the building's entrance and pointed at the camera above the door. "This only covers the front. There's a side entrance with no coverage. I think someone was waiting for her there." "Who?" She turned to face me. "Her ex-boyfriend lived in this building, 3rd floor. He told police he didn't see her that night, but his neighbor heard arguing around 12:20. She didn't report it because she thought it was just another couple fighting." My blood ran cold. "Did you tell the police?" "I told them everything. They said it wasn't enough for a warrant. No physical evidence. No witnesses who could definitively identify voices." She walked back to my car and handed me a business card with a private investigator's name and number. "I hired someone. We're building a case, but I needed to do this first. Needed to see the route, understand the timeline." I took the card. "If there's anything else I can do—" "There is," she interrupted. "If you remember anything from that night, call me. A weird car following you, someone who seemed interested when you picked her up. Anything." I thought back to that night, replaying it in my mind, and then I remembered something I'd forgotten to mention to the police. "There was a car," I said slowly. "A black SUV. It was parked across the street when I picked her up at the bar. The driver didn't get out, just sat there. I noticed because the headlights were on, but the car wasn't running." Her whole body went rigid. "Did you see the driver?" "No, windows were tinted. But when I drove away, I saw the SUV pull out behind me in my mirror. I thought it was just coincidence." She pulled out her phone with shaking hands and showed me a photo. A black SUV in a driveway. "Like this one?" I stared at the image. "Yeah, exactly like that. That's his car," she whispered. "Vanessa's ex. He told police he was home all night, but if he followed you from the bar..." She was already dialing a number. I heard her talking to someone rapid fire, giving them the information I just provided. 3 weeks later, they found Vanessa's body in a storage unit the ex-boyfriend had rented under a fake name. Security footage from the bar that night showed his SUV in the parking lot, the same one that had followed my car. He was arrested that same day. The woman called me to say thank you. Said if I hadn't remembered that detail, they might never have had enough evidence to get a warrant. I still drive for Uber, but now I pay attention to every car that follows me, every passenger who seems scared, every detail that seems wrong. Because sometimes the smallest thing you notice can be the difference between a closed case and justice.